Welcome back to the Unoriginal Screenplay podcast. We're back again for like episode 6, I think it is now. That's cool. We're also the 235th best UK film and TV podcast on Apple Podcasts.
We made it.
What a result.
Just 4 lads waffling.
I know, that's great. Some guy called Carlos just messaged earlier. He's like, oh yeah, you're this good of a podcast. So there we go. It's not a very action-packed podcast this time. We've got a bit of news to talk about. We've got SISU Premiere, which was cool. Crater is going to be discussed. And then we're ending with another draft. You know how it is. But first, we're going to start with not a Q&A this time. We're going for a Would You Rather. Very, very exciting. Let me just pull up the Would You Rather questions because I genuinely haven't looked through any of these. So it's going to be a surprise for me as well.
Oh, no.
We're just going to go through as many of them as we can. So, first up, Jack H says, would you rather be Spider-Man or be Superman?
Spider-Man. I don't care about superpowers or anything flying around. I want to
Spider-Man has
swing
superpowers.
through the city. Yeah, okay. I don't care about flying or laser vision. I want to swing around the city. I want webs coming from my hands.
I think that's a stupid answer. I think Superman is the obvious one to go for here.
Spider-Man charisma. Spider-Man has Riz.
You can swing. So does Superman. The Superman has Riz.
Superman's just 2 people in one body. No one knows him as Clark Kent. No one cares.
Oh wait, the same about Spider-Man. You can literally say the exact same.
I just didn't even realize. No, he's still one person. He's just
I'd much
Spider-Man.
rather be able to fly and shoot lasers out my eyes and have big muscles than be a little teenage boy. So I'm going Superman.
Big muscles.
Superman has massive muscles. Yeah, compared to Spider-Man, like Superman's is huge.
Kai, who would you rather be?
Spider-Man, obviously, is the
Thank
correct
you,
answer.
Kai.
Come on.
Thank you.
Josiah, I'll stick up for you. I'll go Superman.
Thank you.
Because I'm very thin.
Yeah.
I want the muscular body.
Says a lot about the character.
Yeah.
Just eye candy, that's all it is.
Kane Mack, friend of the podcast.
Woo.
Would you rather be in the DCU or the MCU? In general, just whether it's just a character or bystander, what would you rather be in?
DCU currently is a bit underdeveloped kind of now that it's getting reset. So where are we standing in the DCU? Are we standing before reset or after?
Well, DCU is after. It was the DCEU before.
Yeah, let's say James
MCU
Gunn's world. I know it's not been fully developed yet. We haven't seen it, but the prospect of the DCU or the MCU as it is.
Well, there have been casting rumors that I will be Batman, so I would say DCU. Yeah, source says film reviews. But probably MCU still. Get me in Secret Wars.
I'll join the Guardians. I'll be a Guardian. I'll be Star-Lord.
Yeah, go on.
New
That's
Star-Lord.
good.
Yeah, when they recast Star-Lord because Chris Pratt won't return. Give me the role. I'll be young Star-Lord.
Love that.
I can see it.
The MCU's a bit mid, apart from Guardians. So
I'm
I'm out here with the
right.
outrageous takes already. I don't even care. It's mid. It's mid. I'll go DCU because James Gunn. I have faith. It's gonna be good. I'm excited.
It will be good.
Kai?
I think the MCU, but I don't know. In a couple of years, that could change with James Gunn taking over. So I don't know. Yeah,
Whatever
MCU
pays
currently.
more. Genuinely, whatever pays more.
Whatever pays more.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. That's the
Kevin
correct
Feige's
answer.
got that
They're
money.
the correct answer. Ham Flaber asks, would you rather fight in the Hunger Games with Star Wars characters or Marvel characters? Either way, you're dead. But who would you rather attempt to take on and survive in the Hunger Games? Star Wars characters or Marvel characters?
I
Star
wonder
Wars.
if I'd be able to wield a lightsaber. If I can wield a lightsaber, I'll go Star Wars.
No, it's you as yourself.
I know, but if I can wield a lightsaber, because in Marvel, what weapons can I go? If I can somehow steal Iron Man's suit, or I'm not gonna be able to pick up Mjolnir, but if I can wield a lightsaber, do I need to be a Jedi to wield a lightsaber, or can anyone just pick it up and use it?
I mean, Finn picked up
Anyone
one,
can
didn't
pick
he?
it up.
I'm
Han Solo
going
picked
Star
up one.
Wars.
Finn picked up one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wanted to just be sure before I answered that question. Star Wars.
You'd still get destroyed by anyone who's used a lightsaber before.
just- for
Actually,
like a few
apparently not.
seconds.
Finn apparently could keep up with Kylo Ren, so I
Yeah.
guess not. I don't know, if like Palpatine was running at me and Thanos was running at me, I'd accept my fate both times, but I'd fancy myself against the Marvel characters more. I think Force users would just I wouldn't even get close. So Marvel, I'd rather be.
I don't care about any of that.
Characters.
I'm dying no matter what.
Yeah, but you're assuming that you're going to get Jedi and Sith in the arena.
What is it going to be like Rose and something?
Well, you could get Rose. You could get like Jar Jar
be children.
Yeah,
whereas I feel like there's more options in the Star Wars universe for it to be
Darth Jar Jar.
like a shithouse rather than Marvel, where it's just.
If it's a random generator, then yeah. But you could get like Happy Hogan and like Aunt May. You just get them in.
And those are the only two characters that can do anything. Ashley Johnson in the Avengers when she's a cafe.
Yeah.
She's a barista.
I'd still say Marvel.
Yeah.
Mid.
Okay, there we go. Dylan P 250 says, watch Cats for 24 hours straight or watch Marmaduke for 12 hours straight.
Marmaduke.
I think it's the obvious pick there.
I'd watch that anyway.
I've not watched Cats, but I wouldn't watch it for 24 hours. I've seen Marmaduke.
Cats, I know, and it's not.
You're not a fan of James Corden?
They're both bad.
He's fine.
I would take half the time with Marmaduke for sure.
I'd take double the time of Marmaduke.
Yeah.
Double. 48 hours of Marmaduke.
Straight. No breaks. Not even to have a wee. Have a Clockwork Orange thing where I'm like plied open to watch it.
Koza P02 asks, kiss Kai or kiss Josiah?
Both. I kiss both. Kiss both. Who's going first?
Yeah. I want to know Harvey's answer.
Both, of course. I'm with Connor.
It's
got to be both.
HC Joe.
Good pick.
That wasn't an option. It wasn't an option.
I'm actually kind of offended there. He's like my rival.
Yeah. He is now.
Yeah. Good question, whoever that guy was.
Yeah. Very smart guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of that guy. James Rutland asks, direct a film or act in a film?
Direct.
Ooh.
Direct.
If you direct, you can do both.
No, true.
Oh no, I'd say if you're directing, you can't have like a cameo or something in this case.
Okay.
What about the acting? Is it a main role or just
main role, starring role?
One of the sides characters. Then I'm taking acting because I don't think I have the creative juices to direct right now. I'll use someone else's creative.
Could you star in Paul Blart 3?
Of course. I wouldn't want to because that's disrespectful to Kevin James, but I would. If you like
co-star.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's like a Force Awakens thing. Like it opens and it's like Paul Blart's gone missing, and you're looking for him. And at the end of the movie, it's you with a Segway and holding up.
I'll play the villain.
Oh,
in Paul Blart 3.
Love that.
But then I'll direct the fourth film. That's what's gonna happen. I want to see Kai direct though. I know you got it in you, Kai.
Yeah,
I think Kai would make a good director.
Indiana Jones.
What film would you direct, Kai? If you had a choice of any franchise that you could make a film in.
Probably Star Wars. If it was like any franchise, I don't know if I'd want to do like an episode movie because they just get loads of hate. But like a Star Wars spin-off thing, would be like, I feel like, like the Rey spin-off that's coming out and the Mandalorian like movie, like that's just such a fun sandbox to play in where it's like I can just kill off all these characters and no one cares because it's not part of the main story,
Yeah.
You're not like confined to certain things.
Yeah,
I think you should do Mac and Me too.
That's a shout. If
Steven Spielberg came to me and said do ET2, I'd 100% do ET2.
Yeah.
I have so many ideas of how you could do an ET sequel, and that's my favorite movie, and I don't want a sequel unless it's me making it.
There we go. Spielberg, hit him up.
Hit me up.
All right, nice. That's it for the Would You Rather questions because all of the other ones are not suitable for this podcast. So we're going to leave them out. But thank you for everyone that said ones that were they're all funny. Yeah, all right. I'm terrible at hosting. I hate it. But here we go. In the week, me and Connor were lucky enough to go to a SISU premiere. Yay!
We did.
This sort of excludes Kai and Josiah. I feel bad about this.
It's all right. Take your moment.
But it was. I enjoyed it. I thought it was. Oh, Kai's gone. Bye, Kai.
The film was all right.
Yeah. Connor, would you mind sharing a bit about the experience and what you thought about it?
Well, I was the one who was invited, and I brought Harvey along, so I probably shouldn't slander it that much. I'm very thankful. Thank you, Sony, for inviting me. I would love to go to another one, like maybe Spider-Verse or something. I love you very much. But please, can you put in a bit more effort next time?
Ooh.
Yeah.
No,
Harsh.
no. It wasn't. It was that. It was like the screen, and I always like getting the tickets. I don't know what I actually done with my tickets, but I always like getting the ones. And I've got my Thor: Love and Thunder one there.
I stole
But there was no
someone's.
photo
I
opportunity.
probably shouldn't be saying
Yeah,
that, but I
you
stole
did.
someone's ticket.
You did, yes. There was no photo opportunity, and that was what disappointed me. And I got a new shirt for it as well, and there was no photo opportunity, so I didn't even get to show off my cool new shirt.
But you can show it off now. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my shirt.
It was worth it.
Yeah, the film was good though. Well, decent. Just no photo.
Only
opportunity.
decent.
I was very sad.
We've
Pretty
seen your
much.
letterboxd ratings. We know how you feel.
But what did you rate it, Connor? I rated it
I think
3.5
3.
out of 5. Yeah, so it's sort of like middle of the range to like decent. Like it was an interesting watch. I think like the film itself is very it's sort of like, I think the best way to describe it is sort of like John Wick or Nobody, those types of films. But then
Yeah.
with like a war
without
theme to it,
plot.
World War II sort of stuff. Very violent actually as well. I was
And with
quite
gore.
shocked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I didn't expect that much from it. I watched the trailer and there was like the knife bit, and that was the only bit that I thought that was gonna be the most gory moment out of the entire film. No, it was very, very bloodthirsty. I didn't mind it. I thought it was very interesting to see that sort of thing. And there was no talking as well. Very John Wick.
That was
actually.
really weird,
No
though.
talking until like
No, but that was so strange.
yeah.
Like at least John Wick does say a few things, but like that he said nothing, and I mean
Yeah.
nothing.
Really?
He had 2 lines at the end of the film.
No
So is
spoilers
it-
though. No
Is it
spoilers.
just
spoilers.
fighting?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. There's
no plot.
The enemies speak, so it's not just like a silent film.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The
it's
main
like
character
the
doesn't.
story is told through actions and not words, which is kind of cool. I think maybe it got a little bit overplayed at certain parts throughout the film.
Mhm.
But I did enjoy that it was only an hour and a half overall. Not that it was a bad
Yes.
film, but the fact that it's very nice to just have that long of a film. It wasn't like a 3-hour adventure or something like John Wick was, which was quite nice. I enjoyed
Short
that.
bit of fun.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what they say about Josiah.
Okay.
Short bit
Okay.
of fun.
Sounds fun, I guess.
No, it was decent, to be honest. I think it's like it's not going to be like a film that's like remembered in like several years or whatever like that, but it's good for the moment. I think if you go and watch it, it will be it's an interesting watch for sure. I think like it's going to probably be quite underrated by the end of the year, to be honest. I think I gave like it doesn't make it sound any better when I say I gave Magic Mike the same rating, but
No, Magic Mike deserves to be higher.
You're not wrong.
Magic Mike was
but
good.
It was good, but SISU is probably a bit better than that, so it's decent. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, cool.
Without
I
going
don't-
into spoilers, that's all we can really
yeah,
say.
I mean, yeah,
we
me and
literally
Kai
can't
can't say
talk
anything
about it
right
much
now.
more because if we say more, it will just spoil the film.
Yeah, there's not really much.
It was kind of
story we
crazy
can
as
talk
well.
about.
It's just crazy.
There's one thing they call him something a lot in the film, and my God, do they mean it?
Yeah.
Is it Sisu?
Like, no,
No,
they
I
don't.
guess.
That's not
they
even
don't
his
call him
name.
Sisu at all. They don't. It's not even said once in the film.
Oh, I'm seeing it in like 2 days, so I can report back when I see it.
Yes.
Also, that released this week, I think it released yesterday, if I'm correct, is Crater on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
New space.
That's such a weird day for a movie to release. Why on a Sunday?
Yeah, who knows?
No, it was it was Friday. It was
Okay,
was
I'm
it?
just
Friday.
dumb. Okay, never mind. Crater is like some space thing. I've never watched it. I didn't get time to watch it, unfortunately, but I know 2 people in this call have. Connor and
I promise I
Josiah.
don't watch everything.
Yeah.
Josiah, what did you think?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was. I thought I actually quite liked it. It was, it wasn't what I was expecting to love. Because who knows with Disney these days. But it was a nice little movie, a young cast, and I think they all actually did pretty well. I'm always there to to say I don't like child actors a lot of the time, but this group did a good job. And I think if you're like quite younger, like under 10, this is a really good introduction to just sci-fi with a younger cast as well.
It has
What
a
did you
very
think?
similar story to Kindling, so I kind of enjoyed it on that front. But Kindling was way better, just because the characters were more likable and stuff. This was like a Kindling aimed for children.
Yeah. Disney are too scared to
Um,
kill off kids, so they
yeah.
so they wouldn't have done it. Yeah.
I have a lot of notes, but I can't really translate them into anything.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, how many notes have you
Yes, I
got
wrote
about
what-
Crater?
I wrote so much about this film. I don't know why, because it's just like, oh yeah, there's some good monologue and it's inspired by it and Stand By Me. But like I had elaborated on so much for no reason. It's like basically it's just Kindling, but set on the moon, and the kid, instead of dying, goes to another planet. And they go on an adventure.
I'm so
I find-
interested to see this movie now. You've described it like that.
They
No, he's
find
not
Kevin-
wrong. No, the ending's actually really, really good in this movie.
The ending is good, yeah.
Yeah,
Nearly made me tear up.
Yeah, it was quite emotional.
But...
not tearing up
Yeah,
emotional. For a Disney film about
nearly
kids,
made
it was
Connor tear up.
Yeah.
That's quite a statement.
that is. This guy he has no emotions. He's cried like once in his life. It was when I
wouldn't
beat
go
him
that
up.
far. Oh yeah, it was.
But yeah, it
Broke
was a
my
sweet
heart,
little
Josiah.
movie. And I only watched it because our friend Layla got to interview some of the cast as well. So that was pretty cool.
Nice. Very
But
cool.
I'd recommend it. I gave it a 3-star, but I wouldn't be mad at moving up to a 3.5. I just think the middle bit dragged out and almost lost focus. But
Yeah.
it definitely pulled back in at the end. But shout out to those kids because they did a good job.
I'd say so, yeah.
Fair enough.
That's Crater. Not Kindling.
Yeah.
That's Crater. Love that. That's
Kindling in space.
we're not even joking when we say that's all of the actual films we have to talk about for
Yeah.
this episode.
One
But
of
we've
them
got
didn't
lots
even
of
release
news
this week.
Lots of news, which is really fun. I don't know which one to start with. Let's start with. I'm going to start with the Little Mermaid news, actually, because that's coming up soon. We love the
Yeah.
Little Mermaid on this podcast. We talk about it nearly every week. I think this is the third week on the trot. And the news is that the reviews are actually positive.
Yeah.
This is shocking. Like I didn't expect this because Disney live action movies get such hate, and most of them are really, really bad. So I'm very surprised that there's actually positive reviews about this. I thought it'd be a fun idea. Why not to have a go at just saying one or two of our favorite Disney live action movies, because I don't know, it'd just be a bit of fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Excitement, come on, guys. How much we love Disney live action. Let's get the excitement
Yeah.
up in here.
Well, I don't know who wants to start. I don't actually have any on my mind at the moment. Did anyone have any ideas? Does any of them give anyone any hope at all?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Does that count?
That's Disney
I
live
don't
action.
It's not really live action.
Yeah, but I
is
think
it?
it's more like one of the remake, like live action remake.
Yeah,
no,
sorry. I'll clarify. Live action.
They're
Live
not-
action
I
remakes
like
of
Beauty and the Beast.
originals.
Beauty and the Beast is not a bad one.
That
with
actually
Emma
is quite a
Watson.
good one.
The only one I really think of that I like was Jungle Book.
Yes, that's another good one.
A lot of them I tend to skip these days. I was thinking when you said Disney live, like just live action, I was thinking like Parent Trap, Bridge to
High School
Terabithia,
Musical.
yeah, Tron. But
We will
remakes,
find a way of mentioning High School Musical in every
Oh,
single
We
always.
have
podcast
to.
we
It's,
do.
Always.
it's like it's routine. We've got to do it.
We should start like a game in the comments where people have to leave like the timestamp of when we mentioned it, and we can just see if we can slip it in without anyone noticing.
Yes.
guys, let us know in the comments if you want us to do a High School Musical watch along together.
High
And
School
we will
Musical
do
Where's
it.
Wally?
We'll do it. And it'll be Connor's
Yeah.
first watch through as well. So
Exactly.
we'll make it work.
Yeah, we'll do a sing-along version as well.
Let's just not go to
Yay.
Comic-Con. Let's just do that.
Yeah, sure. But Jungle Book's the only one I can really think of that I liked.
I liked Aladdin. I'm not even going to lie.
God, I don't like Aladdin.
I like the songs mainly. I
I
think,
like Will Smith. Yeah, I like Will Smith.
to be
singing
honest,
as
if
well.
there's one thing that's not half bad about most live action Disney remakes, it's the actual music. I know that it's based on the original music, but it's like they make enough changes for it to sound different, and I quite like more often than not what they come up with, especially in Aladdin. I love Will Smith's take on the Genie song. I can't remember what it's called. Friend Like Me, that's it. I quite like that one. I think it's fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Even though the last time I did watch Aladdin, I did fall asleep. But we don't talk about that. It's an alright movie. I enjoyed it.
I'm excited
The
for
live
the
action
Moana one.
Pinocchio.
Oh
The
god.
I actually am
live-action Moana.
for that one. I actually am excited for that. It's going to be so dumb, but I am actually excited for it.
I think it's going to be so bad. But
That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite Disney princess movies. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of interested. I feel like I'm on board, even though it's not. I don't think it's going to be great. And there's no reason for it. Like, it just doesn't need to exist. Connor has gone off to
I
get
don't know what.
Moana!
Moana!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Bradley got it for me the
Great.
other day.
That's great for the audio listeners. You just screamed Moana down the mic. Yeah, I mean, The Rock is Maui again. I mean,
Good, as he should be.
Who are they
Should they-
casting? Have they said who they're casting as Moana? Is it the same as the animated?
It's the same as the animated. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
same
okay.
cast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Which
cool.
I think that's a kind of a good sign.
Yeah. They know the
Mm.
characters.
Yeah, it would just be like what? Yeah, it will just be like watching.
They
it in
should
live
have just
action,
made
but
a
it's-
sequel though.
Yeah, like the animated movie is good enough. Why do we need to see it in live action? I'm not sure how, like, the crab song is going to
Yeah.
be terrifying in live action.
Shiny.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
tell her.
That will be
Best
terrifying.
character.
the volcano monster. That's going to be scary.
Yeah, it's going to turn out
Yeah.
to be a horror movie.
It's just the first ever live action remake that's a horror.
It completely changes genre. It's just
Hey,
a completely different
no.
movie.
Don't forget about Blood and Honey.
Oh, my bad.
It's not
Yeah.
Disney though, is it?
It doesn't matter.
On the topic of The Rock, who's in Moana, we're just going to talk about Fast X because there's big news there. Potential spoilers. I don't know because I haven't seen the film and I don't know much about Fast and Furious in general. But The Rock is returning as
Yeah.
Luke Hobbs, right? Is that the name? Maybe.
Either Hobbs
Whatever
or
his
Shaw.
character is.
One
No,
of
he
them.
is Hobbs.
He's one of
He's
the
Hobbs.
two.
He's
Hobbs and
He's
Shaw,
Hobbs. He's
the
Hobbs.
only Fast
Not
and
Jason
Furious
Statham.
movie I've seen. I haven't even
no.
finished the first one. I've only seen Hobbs and Shaw. So that was fun. But yeah,
What?
The Rock is returning despite him and Vin Diesel not getting on. That's very
Whoa.
interesting.
Why didn't they get on? Do you know why?
I think it's just like they really
They're
just
both
fell
power
out.
hungry.
Yeah, I think it's just like because of that, really.
Who cares about family more?
Not The Rock, because he left to go do Black Adam and then that failed, and now he's come running back to Vin Diesel. So
True.
Is
That
he
is,
in?
let's be honest, it's the only reason he's come back. It's because Black
Yeah.
Adam absolutely crumbled.
yeah, I think he thought if he went off, he could like fix the DC
Mm.
universe, and then obviously everything with James Gunn has now happened, and
Yeah.
he's kind of been like, oh, I need to, because people kind of, I don't know, I lost a bit of respect for him after hearing the stories about, you know, the behind the scenes on Black Adam and with Zachary Levi and stuff. So I think
What
he
were the
might have
behind the
come.
scenes stories?
Well, just like he wasn't. Zachary Levi was going to be in a post-credit scene for Black Adam, and he said no, he didn't want him in it. He wanted Superman instead. He was just kind of like trying to take control of everything. And this is just like rumors and what people have said, but a lot of people have said it, so I think there's some truth to it.
Yeah.
And then obviously, yeah, this is kind of all backfired now that Black Adam was a bit of a flop, and James Gunn has now taken over, and I think he's trying to kind of regain people's respect and trust by going back to a franchise that people enjoy him in. At least that's kind of where I sit with it, I think.
Yeah.
No hate to The Rock, though, because like he would floor me in absolutely no time. So please don't hurt me, Mr. Dwayne.
Yeah, he's after you now, Kai.
Yep.
I just think it's really interesting that he's just decided to come back after all this time as well. Like,
Is he in Fast X or is he going to be in the next one?
I
I
think
don't
rumor is
know.
he's in a post-credit scene for Fast X.
Is it?
Yeah, because they apparently they did reshoots, so they didn't. He's not actually
Yeah,
in the full
Quite
film.
recently as well.
Yeah.
Like within the last like month or two.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes
So
sense.
it'll be like towards the end, maybe.
I wonder if he'll still have his like contractual agreement that he can't lose an on-screen fight.
Is
That'd be
that a thing?
interesting. That's an actual thing. I'm
I did
pretty
not
sure.
know that.
Unless it was just a complete made-up rumor that I read once, but I'm sure that he literally isn't allowed to lose an on-screen fight because it makes him look weak.
Surely he has like in Rampage or something when he was surely just
That
something
reeks of
gone wrong.
toxic masculinity, doesn't it?
I might be wrong, but I'm sure I read that somewhere. It was probably Twitter though, so it probably isn't true.
I was probably the source. It probably is not true.
It was Real Talk podcast. They said it wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Trying to sabotage us again.
Yeah, definitely. Fast X is also apparently, according to Vin Diesel, not the end. There's apparently Fast X is apparently the first of 3 conclusions to the Fast franchise. Fasten your
This is the
seatbelts,
Infinity
everybody.
War. This is the Infinity War.
The
to what? The
Infinity
2
War
Endgames.
of this universe.
Can't
Yeah,
wait.
it's so good. We need 2 Endgames. Yeah.
I
How do
can't
you
wait.
guys think this will finish then? Will it be a cliffhanger or like just a sudden ending?
Well, they've said this. It's like it does have a cliffhanger that leads into the second one. But the thing is, just they hype up these movies so much, and I don't know. I feel like the cliffhanger. Well, the trailers seem to be showing that Dom's son is like taken by the bad guy. So I feel like at the end of this movie, like they think they've got the kid back, and then it turns out like actually no, and then like John Cena dies or something. And
just
then
turn around a chair and it's just some mannequin on a chair, and then that's the end of the
it's gonna be
film.
like that. And then it's like Fast 12, or Fast 11, we need to go and get him back, and John Cena's dead now. I know, let's go get The Rock, because they don't get on either, I don't think. So I'm not sure they'd be in the same movie together.
I wonder what the title's going to be for the next 2.
They missed it. They missed a trick with fasten your seatbelts. Like that should have been the name of this movie.
That would have been great.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Fast 11, the furiousest of movies.
The fastest.
Just to think of something they haven't done yet, because none of the titles correlate. So something they've just never done before.
Like Vin Diesel, the movie.
Furious
with
and
that.
Fast.
Brackets Fast 11.
Yeah.
FAF is what they'll call it. FAF 11.
I wonder how they'd finish the 13th film, though. It's weird to say the 13th film. How would it end? Everyone
It'll be 12.
dies?
It'll be 12 at the end of it.
Yeah,
There's
12.
only
It's the
2
greatest
more
trilogy
after
of all
text.
time.
Then 11, and then
Oh,
12.
what about Hobbs and Shaw?
There we
No
are.
one cares. No one. It's so mid. It's so bad.
It was a bit of fun.
I watched it in cinemas.
Yes, same. I did as well. I can't believe that's the only one you've seen. You're going to go into 10 with just no knowledge of any of it.
Oh, you don't need to. You don't.
I don't know
just
about
walk
you
in. No,
guys.
they're all related somehow. That any new
Yeah.
characters are
They're
like
all family,
one
so
of
it's
Dom's long
fine.
lost
Yeah.
relatives, and Jason Momoa is a bad guy. There we go.
The only one I've not seen is
Exactly.
9, but I will probably watch it this week.
Have
You
you
have to
guys
do.
heard
I feel
the
sorry
rumor?
for you.
Sorry, have you heard the
That's
rumors
all
that
right.
they've CGI'd Paul Walker? Like,
I have.
you know, yeah, I'm a bit worried about that. I feel
Like
like
what they did at the end of 7.
yeah,
I thought the end of
Yeah.
7 was good,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know what they'd do.
I kind of like I understand why they did it with 7 because they were like halfway through filming when Paul Walker died, but now it's like really it's like Tarkin in Rogue One, you know, where it's just a bit like, oh, I don't know if this is okay.
Yeah.
But
That'd
I mean,
be
like his
interesting.
brother's the one that will play him, and then they like CGI over his face. So they've obviously had like the family's consent to do it. It just feels a bit morally like, oh dear.
It does feel like they're honoring him in 7, but then in 10 they're just like, you know how we can get more money? Let's bring back the dead.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit.
This movie is going to make so much money. It's going to make loads.
$1
I'm
fast
not actually
billion
minding
dollars.
them so far though. I hate
I'm
to say
predicting
What is
it.
I'll
the
give it a
highest
2
grossing
star.
one? Is it
Oh.
Fast,
It's got to be
Fast and
it's
Furious
Fast 9.
7?
No, it's Fast
Is
9.
it?
I think.
No way.
I
Yeah,
would have thought 7.
I'm
I
sure
would've
it's
thought-
Fast 9.
It must be. I think it's 7, surely, because of all the Paul Walker. Yes. Oh
10
no,
already.
What is it?
No, 7 that made the least.
The least?
Yeah.
no, it didn't. Fast and Furious 7 made 1.5 billion.
Did it? Oh,
Yeah.
hang on. The least was Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, because that wasn't advertised as Fast and Furious 3, even though it is Fast and Furious 3.
It also doesn't have Paul Walker in.
Fast 9 is 5th out of the 10. Or the
Oh,
9.
it's just completely wrong then. Fair enough.
Hobbs and
I
Shaw
think-
made more.
I think Fast 10 will break a
I
billion.
contributed.
Yeah, Fast 7 did make the most. Yeah, that makes sense.
How much?
1.5, 1 billion.
That is
Wow.
outrageous.
Wow.
That
That's
must
crazy.
be in the top, what, 15 highest grossing
Yeah,
movies of all time?
easily.
Well,
yeah.
The Fate of the Furious also made 1.24 billion. They're the two that
That's
made over a bill.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why have 2 of them made it over
Wow.
a billion?
And it's the Fate of the Furious.
But is that the 8th one?
Yeah.
Furious
It's
7
a bad
is
one.
the 11th highest grossing movie. It made more money than Top Gun Maverick. It made
Oh
more
my
money
gosh.
than Star Wars The Last Jedi. It made more money than Frozen.
Wow.
That's insane.
Wow.
Do we think Guardians 3 will make a billion?
Oh, definitely.
How much is it
What's
on
it on
now?
now? It's on 800, isn't
I
it?
don't know. I hope so.
I think it's on 800.
I'll watch it a few more times.
It's Marvel's highest grossing sequel ever, like within like the first 2 weeks or something.
Yeah,
Surely
that makes sense.
Endgame would have.
Oh yeah, and Infinity War.
But it's not. They're not sequels. It's like the third and fourth film.
Yeah, but
That's a
Guardians
sequel
3
to
is the
Guardians.
third film.
It's the third film.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that source was awful. I think it was on. What was
Bloody
my
real
source that
talk.
I
They've
saw?
come back again.
Where did I see that? I'm gonna say IGN.
Oh,
Never
again.
Let's not just discredit.
Yeah.
Just throw it onto IGN.
It's
just
backwards,
in case.
but Guardians 3's 60 million week second week 2 box office hold is the best sequel for the MCU.
I think anything
Oh,
after a
the
first one.
second week. I see. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess anyone who wanted to see Endgame would have seen it like
Yeah.
the first week, right? Because that movie made stupid amounts in the first couple of days of that being released. So
Yeah.
Sorry, Book Club The Next Chapter earned 6.5 million.
I
Who
saw
went
the
and
trailer
watched
for that the other day.
Yeah,
I've not watched
we
it
had
yet.
the option for that for this podcast, and we all chose no.
I watched Paul instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of films that have been releasing this year, it's time to move on to the draft.
Woo.
Yay.
My favorite.
Yeah.
The draft is going to be upcoming movies in 2023 because we're halfway through, and I thought, you know what, let's try and come up with a cool draft this week, and I couldn't think of anything, so we're doing this because I think it's interesting. It's like we'll see what where our tastes lie and what we want to watch this year. Let's just move on. Connor, you watched Mac and Me
I did from my
because you lost
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, good, bad.
Extremely mid. Extremely. It's terrifying, and it says we'll be back, so I'm expecting a sequel.
We'll be
soon.
back.
If the final shots is someone blowing bubblegum, and in the bubblegum it says we'll be back. So
You say mid, you gave it half a star.
yeah, okay, maybe it's worse than mid. It's
Worse than mid.
horrendous. I could have probably given it 1 star, but I wanted to be not generous at all.
Yeah, nice. Kai is no longer with us. He's disappeared off screen.
I wonder why.
I think we all know why this might be. Kai,
How was Psycho, Kai?
how was Psycho? Was it a good film?
Sorry, guys, I couldn't hear you. I heard Mac and Me, and I got scared.
Understandable.
Yeah. So Kai has yet to watch Psycho. It's been
and Dick.
He's
and
2
Dick.
weeks.
It's been 2 weeks for Psycho, 1 week for Dick. So
3 weeks for Psycho.
Yeah, sorry, it's 3 for Psycho because Mac and Me was in between.
I don't. Oh gosh, 3 weeks? No way.
I'm so sorry.
That's mental.
I'm so sorry.
Kai needs some sort of punishment or something.
We
for
need
this.
to come up with some sort of punishment for
Forfeit.
this because this is it's just not acceptable.
I will
It's not
get around
acceptable.
to it. I promise.
He will.
We're about morals
Yes, you
here
will.
at the Unoriginal
Yeah.
Screenplay.
Like,
So watch
I've-
Psycho.
I've procrastinated so much. I've watched so much, just not movies that are the ones I should have watched. I watched Quantumania again this week. I
Wow.
watched Paul again yesterday. What else have I watched? I've still not watched like the last 3 weeks of the 52-week film challenge.
You watched A Good
Um,
Person?
I watched A Good Person. Yeah, that's kind of forgettable. I'll be honest. I really like Florence Pugh and I really like Morgan Freeman, but
You watched The Hunger Games and gave it a 3 star. That
That's
broke me, Kai.
outrageous, actually. He's gone again.
it really broke me as well because I remember really liking the first
Yeah,
one
'cause
and I
when
watched
we
it and I was
spoke
like, it's
about
just
it-
not as good as I remember it being.
When we spoke about it, you said he's your favorite one, and you didn't like Catching Fire. So I was like, oh no, when he rewatches Catching Fire, if I see less than 3.
I think if I rewatch Catching Fire, then I imagine that will be higher. I feel like now I've kind of matured in my movie tastes.
Do you want to know what the bad film punishment for this week is? if you
Oh
lose?
yeah.
Is it
I had,
the
to,
upcoming
I had to
one?
think hard. I wanted it to be something new because obviously we're doing upcoming films, so it needs to be something
Swear
recent.
to God, if you say Ghosted.
I haven't said Ghosted. If you lose, you will be watching the Netflix original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always.
I was
That
actually
sounds
going
amazing.
to watch that.
Same, I was as well.
I don't know. Apparently it's mid. I saw
Fine by
reviews,
me.
so
Fine by me.
But
Would you be angry if I won, but I still watched it? But I
not
haven't
at all.
watched
It's up to
Psycho or the
you.
other one?
But I it's the worst thing that I could find in the space of 5 minutes that released recently. So yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But if Kai loses, he then has to watch 3 films. So let's hope Kai loses, because that'd be funny.
Just don't
I got
draft
off to
Mr.
such a
Blue
good
Sky.
Start with these drafts.
I know you.
It's still gone wrong.
Yeah. Order. I should have prepared this. Who wants to go first?
Not me.
No, I'm all right, thanks. I'll go second.
I'll go
All
second.
right. Well,
No.
Connor said second first.
I'll go third.
I'll go fourth then, I guess.
I'll go first. Order sorted. Very simple.
Yeah.
Yay, that was great.
Okay. So first pick of the bunch. I think there's a few. There's obviously a few that I could go here. But to keep things simple, I want to get it because I am very
I'll
excited
take
for
off
this
already.
movie. I'm taking Barbie. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
I
knew I
think
was
that's
going to be your
everyone's
first pick.
top pick gone.
I don't think that is my first pick.
You know, I'll just go.
Yeah, but you're
same
an
day.
Oppenheimer fanboy, so
yeah,
I'm not
but
surprised.
Oppenheimer wouldn't have been my first either.
Oh, really? Oh, I think I know what you're saying. Your first is.
Yeah, but I think
Hmm.
it's the same as Connor's.
Ooh. Okay, I have a couple. I was thinking I could go same day as Harvey, but I might not. I might go with Spider-Verse as my first pick.
Oh, that was my
Good
first.
choice.
That was
Good
my
choice.
first.
Good choice.
Well done, well done. Well, yeah, that would have been my first pick, but my second pick is Oppenheimer. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Fair.
Nolan is the GOAT.
Very
Okay,
good pick.
Kai.
I'm gonna go. My first pick is going to be my most anticipated movie of the year, which is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And then my second pick is my second. Well, actually, I'd say I'm more excited for this than Barbie. I'm gonna go Dune 2.
No.
Yes.
Good picks.
Back
I
to
only had
desire.
18 on my list. I'm gonna lose.
Oh, this is tough now. I'm gonna go the Flash.
Okay. Yeah.
Getting incredible praise.
For a second pick.
Yeah.
It was up there for me. It was. I think it was the second round pick.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Oh, maybe I'm just really underestimating this movie.
It's getting incredible praise.
Yeah, I guess
calling
I don't know. Yeah.
Greatest comic book movie of all time.
I have no clue which one to pick because they're all kind of like sort of mid. They're not like actually they're not like mid. Like there's some that I'm actually excited for, but I feel like it's like, oh yeah, no one's really gonna care about it. But fine, I'll go with I don't want to go but too animated, so I'm not gonna go with that. I will go with the new Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning.
Whoa, that
Okay.
was yeah.
Nice.
That's
cool.
Good pick. That would have been that would have been next.
Okay.
Has anyone else
Well-
felt like the trailer for that movie has been out for so long?
Yeah.
I feel like the trailer for
has.
part one
What
came out
one?
like 2 years ago.
Mission
Dead
Impossible.
Reckoning. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
I really like
I think
Fallout, so I'm
it's meant
excited
to
for it.
releasing. I haven't actually seen any of them. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Well, get excited because
You're in for a treat.
I
They're
will.
good.
I am excited to watch them.
I just know Simon Pegg's in them. So I've got 2 picks now. For my first pick, or my second pick technically, I would like to take Asteroid City.
I knew
Yeah,
you were going
good
to pick
pick.
that. I was
I
tempted.
didn't even
but-
have that.
And
That was
for
a good
my
pick.
second pick, I would like to pick. Actually, I don't know. I've got a few good ones, but they'll definitely be taken by the time it gets back around to me. So I will take Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh,
It's a good one.
I thought that would get back to me. That was my next one. Well done. The only issue with that is it's like
Scorsese.
4 hours.
True, but it's
It's
peak
releasing on
fiction.
Apple TV though, so
Mhm.
that's kind of a bonus. We don't have to sit in the cinema for 6 hours and watch that movie.
Yeah, true.
Good.
I like to get to my movies 2 hours before they start. apparently.
I've got
Who's
two.
next?
I've got
Connor.
again. I've got 2 options. I think I'm going to go with Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that was a good one because
It's
Transformers
it's decent. I
mixed.
to be honest, like that's one of the ones that's like higher up on my list. So
There's a lot
It's
of
a franchise
Transformers fans
film,
as
so-
well.
Yeah, it's a franchise film.
All right, I'm just gonna go for the one I'm most excited for next, and that is the Hunger Games: Ballad of Songbirds and
Mhm.
Snakes.
I completely
my
forgot
next
that was
one.
even
that's a
releasing.
very good pick.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I thought you'd take that.
yeah.
Oh, that's really thrown my list off.
Well,
Oh,
I was
dear.
thinking if it got past Kai at the start, I would have it, So
My next two were Killers of the Sunshine Moon and Hunger Games.
Flower Moon.
Oh,
Sorry.
Sunshine Moon.
What's Sunshine Moon? What am I thinking? That's like Zelda or something, isn't it? I'm gonna take Wonka for my third pick.
Yeah, that was my next one. Nice.
I wanted that.
Because Timothée Chalamet's a really good actor, and they actually filmed it in two places I've lived in. They filmed it in Lyme Regis in Dorset, and I moved the week after they filmed, and then I was in Bath, and they were filming in Bath, and I was like, "Oh, they're following me around." So that should be fun. And then for my fourth pick, I'm gonna. It's a rogue one, but I'm gonna take Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mutant Mayhem.
I was gonna take that if it stayed around. Yeah.
There was two left I had ahead of it, but that was a good pick.
I only have 7 left.
Okay,
I've still got some good ones. I'm excited. I hope it gets back round to me.
I love this director, so I'm gonna go for The Killer by David Fincher.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
With Michael Fassbender.
That was on my list.
Hey, a David Fincher thriller movie? Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, who isn't?
This might be a bit of a rogue pick, probably a bad one. Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie.
Connor, I hate you.
Those
two last ones were the last two I was going to pick. Now
there is a huge fan base for that.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm kind of excited for it. It sounds like a pretty good horror.
Okay.
There's one I think I know Kai wants at the end.
These are my final 2 picks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. These are like the only 2 films that I now only care about on my list. I will take Blue Beetle.
Okay.
And I will also take Elemental for an animated film.
I have 5 picks left. Do I completely throw it
picks.
away?
You got 5 picks left, yeah.
How are you going to throw it away?
Do I compete? I mean,
I know
choices.
what you're going to pick if you throw it away because it's my choice.
Throw it away.
No, you're actually in, Connor. You can say it after because I know the movie, but pick.
Okay,
smart.
I'm between two then.
What is
I'm gonna go with the Meg 2. No.
Oh, that was.
He said it.
The Meg 2.
Oh no, I need to Google some more movies.
The Meg 2. Love that.
This film says it's releasing in 2023, but I don't know if it is.
You could pose it to us and then we can debate it.
Rebel Moon, Zack Snyder.
That is, yes, it's December. Netflix original after
after
Christmas.
What is that? I don't think
sure.
I've heard of that.
It looks alright.
Is it a sequel to Army of the Dead? Or prequel to Army of the Dead? Is it that one or is it different?
But I don't know if I want to pick it there because the other one I'm thinking is Napoleon with Ridley Scott, and I'm going to go for Napoleon. I'm taking Napoleon.
All right.
I have one left, and I don't want to pick that.
You do not want to pick it. If it's the one on my list, you do not, Kai. And I was so tempted to get it.
Kai, I thought there was a film you were excited for that
Yeah, I am. Said. It's not going to get me any votes. So
okay.
Oh, you know what? I'm just going to throw it away. Technically, it's not out yet, so I'm going to go for Fast X, my most anticipated movie of the year.
Go for it.
My other option was The Marvels, and I just didn't think that it was.
I thought it was The Marvels.
Yeah, I only had 4 left on my list.
Saw X,
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone would have believed me if I said.
I'm so annoyed you took Five Nights at Freddy's from under my fingernails.
Do you want to know what my 5th pick was going to be?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought the Meg was your throwaway one because I was going to use that as my 5th one.
No, I have Paw Patrol: The Mighty Movie. That was going to be my 5th pick. But I thought no.
You'd have won.
That's definitely going to make.
Did anyone else have any films left?
Next Goal Wins.
Yeah, Next Goal Wins was left.
Is that the Taika Waititi one?
Taika Waititi. Craven the Hunter.
Oh, that was
Haunting in Venice.
Wish.
Yeah, Wish was on mine. And then The Marvels was on there as a 21st pick.
Strays.
It got that bad.
Yeah, Rebel Moon was the only other one really competing, but pretty much all the ones on my list were taken. Literally all of them were taken.
Yeah. All right.
Which
is all right. List them off.
All right. Harvey has Barbie, Asteroid City, Killers of the Flower Moon, Blue Beetle, and Elemental.
All right.
Faces.
It's all right.
Connor, Across the Spider-Verse, Mission Impossible. What number is it? 8.
Dead Reckoning.
9.
Dead Reckoning Part 1. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, Five Nights at Freddy, and The Meg 2.
I hope I don't win.
You just want to watch Power Rangers.
I have Oppenheimer, The Flash, The Hunger Games: Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, The Killer, and Napoleon.
I think Josiah's got it.
I like that list.
Yeah.
And Kai has Indiana Jones, Dune 2, Wonka, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Fast X.
That's also quite a good list,
Yeah.
apart from Fast X.
Yeah, I
Who
just kind of
knows?
needed. I feel like that's going to get me more
No, but
votes. than
Fast X,
Marvel.
Fast X has a fan base. Like,
It does.
Mhm.
you could be good.
I don't know who's going to lose.
It's
but I'm
going to be
looking
me.
at-
It's going to be me. I'm always
realistically,
confident, and then
it could
I
be
lose,
any of
so.
us. Like,
Me.
It's like the Guardians
across the
soundtrack
board. It
one
is
again.
fairly even with everyone, to be honest.
It's
yeah.
going to be close. Depends on the fans.
Josiah doesn't have many franchises. Is my thinking.
I've got the Flash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's quite big.
Like The Killer and Napoleon, I think, are more like
Yeah.
kind of, fans of the
Film bro.
directors rather than just casual film.
Well, yeah, I've got 3 big
Yeah,
directors.
but Twitter's full of film bros, so he might be alright.
Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah, and we seem to get a lot of votes on Twitter as well for these.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got David Fincher, I've got Nolan, and I've got Ridley Scott.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And then I've got 2 franchises.
True.
I don't know about the Meg 2 Five Nights at Freddy duo. We'll see.
Maybe I should have picked Paw Patrol the Mighty movie.
You should have
That
done.
would have been my winning movie.
You were still in.
It would have been a meme pick, and everyone would have gone for it.
We've said that before though, but then we've seen Monty Mole and
Yeah.
we've seen High School Musical 2 not pay off at the end. We've seen it before.
The Muppets.
Yeah, the Muppets Most
Most
Wanted.
Wanted.
When we still had a bunch of good sequels left.
Well, there we go. But yeah, make sure you vote on Twitter for that. That'll be up there. And on Spotify. Spotify votes do count too. Especially when it's close. Last week was very close.
Very
And
close.
we nearly had to go and like count up individual Spotify votes as well. Like it nearly went down to that amount of votes.
It was like a percentage off on Twitter, right? Or something.
Exactly,
It was like 17
yeah.
and 18%.
So we had to check
Yeah.
to make sure every vote counts. So make sure you vote wherever you can. And the loser watches Power Rangers. So yeah, cool. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
Next week is Fast X. Lovely.
Josiah's fun week.
with Josiah's week.
And
my most anticipated movie of the year.
Well, 5th most anticipated.
Yeah, sorry. in my opinion.
Yeah, there's a few stuff releasing next week. Beau is Afraid. I hope you guys all watch it.
Mhm.
Then Kai, I don't know if you want to, but I'll watch SISU next week as well. But yeah, should be a good week.
There we go. Thank you guys for watching or listening on Spotify. Rate us 5 stars. We're 235th best on
Let's
Apple
try and get
Podcasts.
to 200 by the end of the year. 200 would be
Yeah.
great.
Yes.
Easy.
Listen to us
We
on
can do
Apple,
that.
that means.
We can do
How do
that.
Yeah.
And then we take down Real Talk. So thank
Where
you
are
all.
they? Do we know where they
Yeah,
are?
where are
I
they?
don't know. Probably
Probably
they're,
top
they're
10.
already probably lower than us. Let's be honest. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next podcast. Bye bye.
Yes, bye guys.